Hello guys, it is Friday the 10th, and you can see I didn't do any makeup. What's going on, seatbelt? Who's in the door? I'm in a t-shirt and some yoga pants, and I have a I don't want to attitude. And I've had this attitude most of the week. So Monday I put out the, I think it was a Ricky and Lola box, maybe? No. I don't know. Monday I put out a video. And Tuesday I put out Candid Candy, but I don't have anything else. I have things filmed, a couple things, but every time I sit at my computer, I can't make myself edit. I'm just in this, like, I don't know, this really weird headspace where everything is just effed up. And I don't know, like, I want so badly for things to work out and for me to be happy and things like that, but I don't know. Things with Xavier are going fine, I guess. I felt like we were moving too fast. You know, I spent 14 years in a relationship, and I don't know how I'm supposed to feel in a new relationship. And I really enjoy spending time with him. I enjoy having him around. He makes me laugh. He makes me smile. But I don't really, like, am I supposed to get butterflies? Like, it's hard to explain. And, like, I was trying to explain it to him because you guys know me. I'm very open with my feelings and stuff. But it just, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it. And, like, it's so dumb. Gosh. I thought I knew what love felt like. But, like, maybe I don't. And it's just, I don't know. Like, I'm trying so hard to figure it out. And so I told him last night, I was like, I just need to, like, back off just a little bit. Or I told him yesterday. And he didn't quite understand it, but, like, I don't know if I'm ready for, like, that kind of relationship yet. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to be, like, fully in, like, exclusive, like, love relationship. I don't know if I'm ready for that. And it sucks because he's such a great guy and I don't want to lose him. But in my head, it's just, I'm just not there. And I feel bad because he's, like, fully in. Like, he's fully wants to be committed and everything. And I'm just not there. And I feel bad about it. And I feel somewhat pressured, not by him, but just, like, in my own head that, like, well, if he feels that way, shouldn't you feel that way? Like, why don't you feel that way if he does? And I have to keep reminding myself that I don't have to change my feelings because someone else feels a certain way. And it's really hard to do that. I feel like all my life I've been kind of pushed pushed to feel a certain way just because other people felt that way. And I'm realizing that I don't have to be that. Just because someone likes me or finds me attractive and would want to date me, if I'm not attracted to them, I don't have to date them. And this doesn't have anything to do with Xavier, because like I am attracted to him. I really like him. But there have been other guys who I've went out on dates with, or, you know, started dating or whatever, even when I wasn't necessarily attracted to them, just because they were attracted to me. And I think that's a really important lesson for us to talk about, because just because someone likes you doesn't mean you have to like them. If you're not attracted to their looks or their personality, you don't have to date them just because they like you. And I know in my early 20s, that's what I did. When someone liked me, I would be like, okay, well, I mean, they like me, so I might as well go out with them. Or, you know, he's not really the kind of person that I want to be with. Like, he doesn't... There's a multitude of things that are, like, deal breakers for people. And so, like, if he had one of your deal breakers, but you still went out with him, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to settle. That's what I'm getting at. You don't have to settle for someone. You will find that person for you. And I truly believe that. And even if you have to kiss a bunch of frogs, you'll find that person. And so it's like, I don't want to force these feelings, because then later down the line, I'll be like, well, he liked me, so I just forced myself to like him. And I don't want to force love. And I don't want to force, like, wanting to spend time with someone long term. And for me, it's too soon for that. We've only known each other like 6 weeks. 6 or 7 weeks. So it's way too soon for that. And we we met online on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and we went out on that Friday. And we went out that Saturday. And we hung out on Monday. Like, we spent a lot of time together, and we spend a lot of time texting each other. And so I really feel like I know him very deeply, and I have grown to like really care about him, care about his feelings, and, you know, like, care about what happens to him. But, like, yeah, I just don't know if I'm like, oh yeah, like, I want to spend like tons of like the rest of my life with you. Like, I'm not there. I am not there. And I don't know, that just doesn't happen to me quickly, I guess. And again, like, what the hell does love feel like? You know, I asked my friend, and I was like, well, what does it feel like to be in love? Like, how do you know you're in love? Oh, you'll just know. Will I? Will I really? Like, will it just like hit me one day where it'll be like, holy shit, I love this person? Because, like, I love a lot of people. I love my friends. I love my family. But I don't have like romantic feelings for my family. So, like, where does that line go? And, like, how do you figure that out? I don't know. And so I'm like super confused. And I think that's part of this like mood that I'm in, is that, like, I kind of realized that I was getting in a little like too deep too fast, and I needed to take a step back and like think about myself for a little bit. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just like, I'm trying to take it a little bit at a time. And I told him that we need to like calm some things down. Like, we just need to like chill a little bit. And he's upset because he thinks that we're breaking up, and it's not about that. I just need to like take it a little slower. You know, when you meet someone, you're kind of like all in all the time, and I need to not be. I need to just like take a step back and be like, okay, I need to keep my independence and my freedom, but also incorporate someone else into my life. And I think it's really important for me personally that I not necessarily like plan things around him, but like, I mean, I have a full-time job and I have YouTube, which is a full-time job in itself. And I really want to get back into streaming. I streamed this week and it was so fun. But I also have friends that I want to spend time with. I love hanging out with my friend Brittany. Like, she makes me feel so good. She understands me. We can have deep conversations, but we can also laugh our asses off. And in fact, tonight we're going out for her birthday. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to just her and I hanging out. We're going karaoke, and I'm just really looking forward to that. And so I need to learn to balance. And I know that this has been a common theme here, that I need to learn how to balance life. And I'm still working on that. You know, when you add something else in, the balance kind of like shifts again. And so I got to get back on track. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to work and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys! So I'm with my friend Brittany. She's putting a necklace on.
Trying.
Hey girl, hey!
Do that.
We're going out for her birthday tonight. We're going to karaoke and I'm really excited. I'm wearing this fucking epic shirt that says send nudes. Oh, it's awesome. We are also getting ready to take my first Uber and I'm kind of scared. And I did my eyebrows really shitty.
They delivered my food.
Don't care. We may also have a bunch of small bottles in my purse. Don't tell. Don't tell. It's a secret. Okay, so earlier, Brittany was sitting here and she was doing her makeup and I look up, the bitch has a fan!
I mean, it helps, does it not? Come on.
I mean, it's 90 degrees here, so I get it, but I laughed so hard. The people next door stopped having sex and they were like, what's going on? Yes. Okay, so our Uber actually showed up. The second guy, anyway. So now we're headed to the club. Should be a fun night. Good morning, Candyland. I don't know if we're gonna do that. Today is Tuesday, August 14th. It's right around 8 a.m. I'm heading to work. I checked the comments on the new Candid Candy today, which was the feeling unloved and unwanted. And while I'm glad I'm not alone, I'm sad that there's other people that have to deal with that. Again, I want to reiterate that this was not an attack on Roger. He is a fantastic person. So, also, oh my gosh. So a couple internet social media things going on. Monday's video was the full face of Avon, the first one in the full face-off series. And I swear, a quarter of the comments were about my eyebrows, and I was like, for real? People, calm down. Like, I talked about in the video that I was gonna, like, get them done. But now I didn't do anything to them today. And I kind of don't want to ever again. Just to, like, be a bitch. Like, go ahead and comment on my eyebrows. If that's, like, the worst thing you've got to say about me, hooray. Like, oh my gosh. Get over it. They're eyebrows. Like, some people can't grow eyebrows because they have alopecia or they've gone through cancer. And, like, it's ridiculous how much focus is put on my gosh darn eyebrows. It's crazy to me. And then I wanted to talk about something that went down in the community yesterday. The Kandy community is amazing. There are amazing women in there that support each other and push each other to be the best person they can be. But apparently there's also some people in there that are, how do you want to say this? They're not there for the right reasons. And what happened last night is someone had put up a post about Torrid expanding their size range to zeros and double zeros, which goes down to a size 10. And I personally don't have like a huge issue with it. My biggest issue would be that they will now carry less of the larger sizes, and I found that to be true. I went to a Torrid in Olympia, and there was literally like 2 or 3 pieces that had a 5 in them. And then my friend Brittany, she had went to a Torrid before we were going out one night, and she couldn't find anything in her size, and she's also a 5. And it kind of ticked me off that they don't carry 5s and 6s in the store. If you're gonna offer them, like, have them in your store. And she asked the associate, and the associate said, yeah, we don't get sent a lot of 5s and 6s, and if we do, they're gone right away. And Brittany's like, well, isn't that a sign that maybe you should carry more, that like they're in demand? It just, yeah. So the person who put up this post about that, and she was like complaining about it a little bit, and then there was a lot of comments underneath. And these 2 women in particular basically just told her maybe you should lose weight, and then you wouldn't have to go to, you know, or you'd have more choices in clothing and stuff. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't like this. And I wasn't online when all of this started happening. I was working on the Candy video, and I was uploading it, and I was talking to my friend, and one of my admins messaged me, and she's like, hey, we need to take care of this somehow. I was like, all right, let me do it. Because I don't like to leave the heavy stuff to my admins, because I don't want them to be hated. It's my community. I should take care of it. And so these 2 particular women were kind of attacking this other woman and just telling her, oh, well, you just need to lose weight and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the kind of community that I have. That's not what I want it to be anyway. You can encourage someone to lose weight if they bring it up first, but you don't just be like, well, you're too fat to shop there, maybe you should lose weight and like get a smaller size. That's not the kind of community that I want to have. And so one of the women either took herself out or one of the admins took her out. I didn't look, because she was particularly nasty, and her comments got reported. And then the other woman, her comments also got reported. And so I tagged her and the other girl, and I said, this is your final warning. We do not attack people for their size in here. This is not the type of community we want. And a couple of people that came back at her, the one woman that was still in the community, they had come back at her and kind of attacked her a little bit too, and I didn't think that was right, so I private messaged a couple of them and warned them as well. But she got called out publicly because I felt like it needed to be said, and her comments had been reported, and so I publicly said, hey, this is your final warning. Well, then this woman started messaging me and one of the other admins that had only told her to try to be kind and, you know, be nice to people. And she was so angry with us and so mad that we had called her out. And she was very, very rude to my admin, and she basically threatened me. She was like, well, you don't know who you're dealing with, and I will take care of this accordingly. And I was like, please don't threaten me. She's like, oh, I'll take care of it, don't you worry. And I was like, all right, cool. So to cover my ass, I took screenshots of everything. I saved the conversation. Like, I didn't think I did anything wrong, but, you know, apparently she did. And she goes, if you apologize, I'll forget all of this ever happened. I said, okay, I'm sorry that you felt like I handled it wrong. She didn't like that at all. So I guess I'm getting what I got coming to me. I don't know. Anyway, it was so much drama. And so for the third time in like a few months, I had to post, hey, this will not be tolerated. We will not, I was pretty harsh in this one. The other ones I was like, just a reminder to be kind to everyone. We're all going through our own struggles, blah, blah, blah. This one I was like, okay, listen up. I'm putting my foot down a little bit. You know, there is no fat shaming, body shaming, kink shaming, anything in this community. We're here to support each other. This is a place to share your triumphs and your sorrows. And I think, you know, you get, I think there's over 1,500 people in there now. And you get that many people together, and there's gonna be some sour grapes, and there's gonna be some bad apples in the bunch. And, you know, I don't want people to feel like it's not a safe place to share their feelings and to share their stories, because I've had a couple people message me and they're like, is this really a safe place? No one else on Facebook can see this, because it's a private group. So even if you post, it will show up on your timeline only to you. It doesn't show up to any of your friends or anyone else, just the community and your timeline. And I feel like that's really important, because people are afraid to share stuff with their family and their friends sometimes, but they can share it with other people who are going through the same struggles. And so I feel like it's a really important place to feel protected. And so I just, it upsets me that there are people that want to pull that down. And so I did take her out of the group, and, you know, she is not happy with me, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know her. I don't know her story. And I feel bad that now she's out of this place that I thought was so positive. But for her, maybe it wasn't. You know, maybe it was just a place to, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it did for her. And like I said, I don't know her. I don't know her story. And I'd be happy to listen to her if she wanted to talk to me about it, or if she needed to talk to me about it. I would be happy to talk to her about it. But, you know, I can't condone attacking other people and just giving them what they get everywhere else in the world, because that's not what I want to be about. You know, I want the community to be a positive place where we can help each other, and you can ask questions about your body or your diet that you are on. Like, no one knew if she was on a diet or not. Like, don't attack her like that. It's not fair. It's just not fair. So anyway, I'm gonna go to work because that's what I do. And I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, August 15th? 15th? Is it the 15th already? Yep. It has been one of those weeks where I just like feel like absolute crap, like emotionally and not physically, but just like ugh. And it kind of started like last Thursday. Xavier and I kind of got in a disagreement about something. Not even a fight, not even like a discussion, just like a disagreement. And it made me like pull back a little bit. And then I had a great weekend with my friend, and just Monday again was like, I just felt off. And yesterday was really bad. I haven't put on makeup. Like today I put nothing on. Yesterday I think I did some eyeliner and some mascara. I just don't want to. I just don't want to take the time to do it, and I really don't care what I look like. And for me, that's falling back into like a bad habit of like not giving a shit about myself. And so I'm catching myself, and I'm like, no, this is not what I want to do. And thankfully for me, I have a therapist appointment today, because I'm just in this really strange headspace, and things have happened that like normally would have sent me over the edge, to be honest, and I haven't been over the edge, but I'm pretty far down. I'm like fingers on the edge, you know what I mean? And so I'm trying to like zen myself. I took some time this morning and I did like 5 minutes of like meditative breathing, just to like kind of try to center myself, and it helped a bit, because I had like terrible nightmares. I've been having these really bad dreams about my friends not liking me and running away from me, or like my friends like lying that they actually like me because they only feel sorry for me. And it's really been messing with my head. And well, obviously it comes from my head, so like it's just been really messing with me. And then I just, you know, a couple of things happened yesterday that like, it just was not a good day yesterday. And so I had a good cry last night. I've been crying a lot more again. I think though Monday my cry was because of that video, the Tuesday Candy video, and I think that was warranted crying. Like, it wasn't like a ton of crying, it was just like getting some emotions out. And you know, I got such good feedback from that video. I'm sad that you guys have to go through something like that, or some of you are going through something like that, but it's nice to know that I'm not alone, and that it's more common than, you know, you would think. Something like that you don't really talk about because, you know, there's a stigma to not having sex in your relationship, and it means that one of you is, you know, not okay. And so I think that's why we don't talk about it, and why it's not like it's hidden, you know. It's one of those taboo things. And I'm glad that I talked about it. I'm glad that some of you were able to share your stories. And even if you weren't comfortable sharing your story, at least you know that you are definitely not alone, because there was a lot of people that, you know, felt that same way. Today the Rep Dolls haul came out. There was a little bit of mixed feedback on the stuff that I read this morning, but I think some of that was like, I don't have like a normal body shape. I know we've talked about this, and people that don't watch the vloggy stuff don't understand that. They don't know that I talk about this stuff. It's the same with my eyebrows, like, oi. But in today's Rep Dolls haul, I brought out that cardigan that I got from Gina. Well, I got this shirt from Gina too. It's really cute. It's got crisscross on the top and like a ruffle on the bottom. It's adorable. It's got like a 3/4 sleeve. I love it. It's so comfortable. You guys know I like the crisscross on the top, and the little ruffle on the bottom is like bonus. It's so cute. And this color is gorgeous. I kind of wish I'd done my face now, but it's another day for another story. No, it just wasn't feeling it. So hopefully my therapy appointment today will help me get like some perspective on like why I'm feeling this way, or like what's going on, and maybe if we need to adjust my medication again, or if, because I'm on an antibiotic for that skin infection, so I'm wondering if those two are interacting with each other not in a great way, because that's when it started, when I started taking that antibiotic. Plus that antibiotic is really messing with my like intestines. Like, ugh, I feel like sick no matter what I eat, and my stomach is just like that's cute. So like, it's not fun. All right, I gotta go into work. This is my bare face. This is what I'm looking like today, so I might put some lip gloss on. Who knows? Good morning, loves. Sorry. It's Thursday, August 16th. Right? Yes? Yes. So, my life has been a little crazy. Jesus. My own doing, mostly. For the past week or so, I've been having these mixed feelings with Xavier, and I'm so... Okay, so since I left Roger, I haven't really dated anyone seriously. Like, a couple months here and there, nothing serious, nothing like... It's all been super casual. And Xavier really likes me a lot. And I like him a lot. But it's a bit too much for me. There was literally one day where he sent me these really sweet texts, and I read like 3 of them in a row because I was at work, and I literally couldn't breathe. I was like it felt so heavy. And I know that, like, I've heard people say they felt smothered, or, you know, like they couldn't breathe in a relationship. I get that now. I get it. And he's just being himself, and he's just like expressing his feelings, and like I love that about him, but like it feels so heavy to me. And I told my friend Will, I was like, why am I feeling like this when, like, I've thought that I've wanted for so long for someone to like me as much as I like them, and to like want to be with me and say nice things to me, and when it happens, it's just like it just like, it seriously weighed on my chest. And I was like, why am I like this? And he's like, I just think you're just not used to it. Like, just talk to him and tell him that, you know, it's a bit overwhelming for you. And so I told Xavier, I was like, you know, this is just all like super fast and super sudden, and it's a lot for me to take in. And then he kind of got, not upset, but he was like, oh man, so now I have to like not express how I feel, and, you know, not try to be so like clingy and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, if you could try, like, that would be great. Well, then he just got all like depressed and like sad because he didn't know how to act, and I felt awful about that. Like, I want him to be able to express himself, but like, it's so much for me that it's super overwhelming. And so, like, for the past week, we've kind of been in this like back and forth of, you know, like, it's too much, it's not enough, it's, you don't get to express yourself. Like, it's just been this crazy back and forth. And so yesterday I told him, I was like, I really like you, and I would love for this to work out, but I need a break, and I need to like figure out how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And so he, at the beginning of September, he's gonna go see his mom up north for like a week or so. And so I said, when you get back from your mom's, let's like, you know, revisit this and see where I'm at, because I need to figure out why what I thought I wanted is so overwhelming. And I had went to therapy yesterday, and I had told my therapist how I was feeling about it, and he was like, it sounds like, sorry, my eye is watering. I got some concealer in my eye this morning. He was like, it sounds like you're super overwhelmed with all of the emotions involved, and maybe the best thing to do is to take a step back. And I had already been feeling that, and so for him to be like, you know, I think for you, for your mental health, that's best. So it kind of just solidified what I had already thought. And so that's what I did. And of course Xavier is not happy. He's upset about it, but he said that, you know, he doesn't want to give up on me, and told him I appreciate that. And so he was like, well, can I still talk to you? Like, I was like, I don't know, let's like, I guess let's figure it out as we go. Like, I don't want to not talk to him, because I do enjoy talking to him, but like, is that enough distance for me to figure out what's going on? And maybe all I need is for us to take it just a little bit slower. And so taking a step back and like not talking as much might be a good thing for me. Again, I really like him and I like spending time with him, but it just got super overwhelming. And I think for me, coming from a marriage where like physical contact and like Roger was not forthcoming with like compliments and stuff like that, and that's just his personality. His parents are the same way, you know, that's just he never really was. And Xavier is like over the top for me doing that, and it's lovely but it's also overwhelming for me because of where I'm coming from. And then for the last year and a half, I've spent all this time alone and like not really talking to someone consistently. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like back in like October, I was dating James. We might text each other like twice a day. And we dated for like 3 months, and like it never got overwhelming because neither one of us, I guess, needed that all day texting. And Xavier texts all day. He's like constantly sending messages, and I think that's because his job as a nanny, he's home all day, and so he's on his phone all day. And it's a bit much for me. Like, it's distracting at work, and it's a lot. And so hopefully by having this small break, we can come to a compromise really on how we both can get our needs met and not overwhelm the other one or upset the other one, because I feel like by doing all of this I've upset him, and I don't like that. I don't like upsetting someone, especially someone I care about. And so that's what we're doing right now. We're not like, I wouldn't say we're broken up, we're just like taking a step back. I just need it to slow down a little bit, and that's fully me. He would like want to go 100 miles an hour, but for me it's too much. And so that's what we're doing. I always like to keep you guys in the loop, because I mean, most of you, I feel like we're kind of friends. Like, we message back and forth sometimes, and you know, you guys are always there supporting me, and I super appreciate it. And so that's where I'm at. I feel like that's why I've been in such like a rut and a really just shit mood for the last week or so, is just because I've had this weighing very heavily on me, and I needed to do something about it. And so like, it's so funny because like last night I went home and I like cleaned the kitchen like top to bottom. I reorganized my closet a little bit. Oh, I forgot that there's a truck here. I just like felt super productive last night, and then this morning I got up and I showered and I did a full face of makeup, which I hadn't done in a week. Like, you saw me yesterday, I didn't do anything yesterday. And so, and I'm wearing a dress. I'm wearing the dress from Red Dolls and the skull cardigan that Gina got me from Curvy Boutique. And I feel really good today. And I think that's a reflection of the actions that I took yesterday. And so if you're going through something like, and you can't really pinpoint why you're feeling so shitty, think about if there's a situation in your life that you need to resolve. And, you know, think about if there's something that's causing you stress that you may not realize is causing you stress. So, all right, I'm at work. I gotta go in. I love you guys. Thank you for listening and sticking with me. Hi guys. It's after work. I'm gonna go get my nails done today. Get my hair done tomorrow. Because I want to look good for this wedding that I'm doing. I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of dark today. It's very smoky here. We've had some major fires in town, actually. These are messy. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to get back on here and tell you guys the cutest story about my nephews. Well, it's like a mixed bag, right? So, what day was it? Was it yesterday? The day before. So it was Tuesday evening, and I'd had a really shitty day. And what makes me feel better is video chatting with my nephews. So my sister wasn't home, so her husband got the tablet for them. And so I got to talk to all three of them. Started out talking to all three of them at once, and then Logan took the tablet, which is the 7-year-old, and he was talking to me about the Titanic. He was watching something on his little tablet about the Titanic. And it was so cute because he was asking me like really straightforward questions, like, well, like, where did it come from and why did it happen and is it real? He goes, there's a movie with this lady named Rose and some guy. Is that real? And I go, well, it's based on the real story and she's based on a real person, but no, that movie's not real. And he goes, okay. And he started asking questions about, like, you know, how big the boat was. And he goes, so a lot of people died? And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, why was it in 2 pieces? And I said, well, it broke when it sunk. And he goes, so were the 2 pieces next to each other when they found it? And so I explained to him that they were, like, you know, a couple miles apart and stuff like that. And he goes, so are the people still in the ocean? I said, well, you know, they what did I say? I said they disintegrate and the fish eat them, and that's how the circle of life works. He goes, oh, like Lion King. I was like, yeah. And then he was asking, like, what did he ask? He goes, well, how did Rose survive? And I said, well, she was floating in the water and they picked her up. And he goes, well, what about her boyfriend? And I go, well, Jack froze. He goes, well, did they thaw him out? I said, no. You know, he died. He froze to death. And he goes, well, why? And I go, because the water was really, really cold. Remember, they hit an iceberg. And he goes, oh, okay. And so we talked about the Lion King. We talked about the Titanic for a little bit. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to watch this video. I'm like, okay, cool. So then he gives the tablet to Landon, which is, Landon is 4, right? Yeah, 4. He'll be 5 soon. And so him and I are talking, and we're talking about he starts at a new preschool soon. And my cousin babysits him, so we were talking about, you know, who he plays with over there. And then he got this book out that he got from the library, and it was about trains. And so he was showing me the pictures, and he's really fascinated with train crashes. And so he was telling me about train crashes, and he's got the tablet in front of his face, and we're talking, and all of a sudden I hear this big thump, and Leo, the 2-year-old, or he's 3 now, he starts just screaming and crying. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? And Landon's face is like this, And he goes, he jumped off the top bunk and he didn't make it on the bed. Because they have a bunk bed, and then Leo had moved his toddler bed, or Landon had moved the toddler bed. One of them moved the toddler bed over to the middle of the room. Well, he didn't make it onto the toddler bed. He landed on the floor. And later on that night, they had to take him to the ER because he couldn't walk on it. Turns out it's just bruised, thank goodness. I keep telling my sister, with 3 boys, it's gonna happen. Like, he, especially Leo, has no fear at all. And so when I finally got off of, you know, talking, I talked to my sister the next day, and she was like, I go, Logan is like super fascinated with the Titanic. She goes, yeah, he wants to go to the library and look at some books. And I was like, well, that's good. And she goes, he asked me if it was okay for him to want to learn about it since so many people died. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's some real deep thinking for a 7-year-old. He'll be 8 at the end of September. But that's some really deep and thoughtful thinking. And I got thinking about Logan, and he is one of the most thoughtful kids. He is always kind of worried about other people, and he has this thirst to learn. And I just love that. It warms my heart to know that he wants to learn so much, and he just takes in media all the time, and he gets so involved in things. And I love that about him. And each of my nephews have such strong individual personalities, and they make me happy. like I said, Logan is like, he wants to learn, and he wants to, you know, show people things and teach people things. And Landon is very like artistic and a little bit girly, but he loves animals. He loves the color pink, and he talks, and he's a storyteller. He's a huge storyteller, even if it's not all true all the time, because I've caught him a couple times not telling the truth. In fact, he was telling me a story about he has 217 stuffed cats and 1 real cat, he told me. Well, I know he doesn't have 217 stuffed cats, but he goes, yeah. And Dad's really worried because Ewok, which is the cat's name, was outside and his skin was falling off. And I go, his skin was falling off? I go, do you mean his fur or his skin? No, his skin. And he goes, oh wait, maybe it is the fur. I don't know. I was like, you little turd. Like, you knew his skin wasn't falling off. It's just, they're so fun. And like I said, Leo has no fear, and he is the most headstrong of all 3 of them. And he's the baby, but like, he's a brute, like, not in a bad way, but I feel like he's gonna be like a football player or something, because him and Landon are in the same size clothes right now, even though they're like a little under 2 years apart. And like, oh, they brighten my heart. And like I said, when I'm having a really shit day or something's not going right, I can always count on them to make me feel better. So I love them. I love them more than I love you guys, but you guys are really close. I did a full face of makeup this morning because I had just done concealer and it looked like crap. Well, what I forgot that I had done is, for the full face-off series, I have everything in like Ziploc bags for each brand, and I kind of took all my regular stuff because like I didn't want to buy another Maybelline concealer if I already had a Maybelline concealer. And so they're all in bags. I'm like, I really need my concealer bag. I need my Age Rewind bag so bad. So I'm gonna have to jack some stuff out of there, and I'll just leave a note in there that I took the concealer out. I'm hyper organized, but I'm also a hot mess. Like, it's this weird mix of things. Like, yeah. I think we've talked about this, but I'm officiating a wedding tomorrow, my very first one. I'm super nervous. I'm like, today I have to make sure that I have my speech ready and, you know, all of the what ifs. So I'm like, ooh! Plus I gotta, like, I think we have to leave my house. I told Roger to pick me up at like 10. Roger's going with me. He knows the people. They're family friends. So just talking about it, and like my heart rate is like like I'm starting to panic a little bit. Calm down. I gotta go get some coffee this morning. I could have had at-home coffee, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough for tomorrow, enough almond milk, and I don't want to have to go to the grocery store tonight. I want to go on Sunday. So I'm going to Dutch Brothers. I'm going to use my gift card from Lulu and Ryan. Thank you guys. Oh, that's actually something exciting that I can talk about. I will be in the Sacramento, California area between the 13th and the 20th of October. And I'm wondering if some of you would like to have a meetup. We could, you know, go have lunch or something. I think that would be super fun. And yeah, I would love to meet some of you. I know we could actually do a double meetup, because I talked, Jessie Retro messaged me yesterday, and I've been like, I love her, like I love her style, and she is like such an inspiration to me. She's like on a weight loss journey, but she doesn't like throw it in your face, you know? Like, she's lost a bunch of weight and she looks amazing, and she messaged me yesterday and she's like, hey, I think we have a lot in common, do you want to be friends? And I was like, yes. I was like, I'm so jealous of you, like I'm jealous of your style, you look amazing. And I always get so nervous to talk to like some of the other like plus size fashion or beauty people. I just feel like I don't belong, and they're just gonna think I'm some weirdo. And well, because twice before I'd reached out to a plus size beauty person on Instagram. One was, I'm not gonna name their names because that's not fair, but one of them completely like read my message and ignored me, and all the message said was like, hey, I really love your videos, I love your makeup style, would you want to do some sort of collab together? And so she just like completely ignored my message. I was like, oh, okay, well maybe she doesn't, you know, maybe she doesn't do that type of thing. And then another one was a fashion one, and I messaged her on Instagram and I was like, hey, I would love to do like a collab lookbook type thing for, I think this was like springtime. And she never even read the message, and I was just like, okay, all right, that's cool, whatevs. So those two interactions kind of made me a little gun shy. Of course, I've reached out to like Sam Glam Slam. Her and I have had multiple conversations back and forth. I've talked to Shanna Whammo. Connie Cuddles is friggin' amazing. Kathy, Tiffany Cushenberry is now Kathy. That's her real name. So I've talked to her. I mean, I talk to a lot of other YouTubers, but like I still get nervous to reach out. Blaze and I talk all the time. I love her. She's like amazing. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about Maddie, who is like, I swear to God, we're like kindred spirits. Like, it's so funny. And now that I'm like speaking it out loud, I'm like, wow, I do talk to a lot of other YouTubers. But like, I don't know, some of the bigger ones, I guess, I get scared of, like, and I get scared to make the first contact. I don't know, I just get super nervous. And so I was glad that she reached out, and when I told her I was coming to California and I was going to be in the Sacramento area, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm only like 2 hours from there, that would be amazing. I was like, yay! Like, I'm so excited. I'll try to link everyone down below because they're all flipping awesome. I know Connie is just back from, she'd been gone from YouTube for a while. Her husband had some health issues, and now the poor woman is in a boot. She did something to her toe, and so she's just back on YouTube and getting back in the swing of things. So I was really glad to see her back. So, you know, I've met so many amazing people, and I know I've said this so many times, but like, I'm so thankful for the people I've met, not only in the YouTube verse, but like, cause like, I meet I talk to other YouTubers, but I also talk to you guys. I talk to my viewers, and like my best friend right now, who is actually, her and I are gonna go to California together, I met in the YouTube comment section. Like, I know that I've talked about Brittany before, like, she's amazing, and I've never had a friend like her before, and it's so awesome. But not only have I met a bunch of YouTuber people or YouTube people, but I also have my gaming people, and some of those go on both. Some of those crisscross over, and it's so awesome because, like, I met my friend Will, and he is who introduced me to gaming, and through him I've met so many amazing people. In fact, I have a package going to Super Butterbuns or Tyler today. I'm gonna send her that Dark Souls shirt that I got in my Loot Gaming a few months ago. I got thinking about it, and I was like, oh my god, I bet Tyler would love that. She loves the Dark Souls series, and it might be a little big for her still, but like, I bet she would love that shirt. And so I asked her if she wanted it, and she was like, yes! And so I also have the Overwatch poster from last month, or no, from June. And then I have something else that I bought her from Kingdom Hearts. So I'm going to send that off to Tyler today. There's a package on its way to Blaze. I love having these people in my life and surprising them if I find something that I think they'll like. And Ryan and Lulu are so good about that. Like, she has sent me multiple packages and cards and stuff, and she's just the sweetest girl. I don't know if you guys have talked to her, but I made her an admin in the Kandy community, and she is so on top of things sometimes and helping me keep the peace, and she's awesome. And then Christy and Evelyn are also the admins in the Kandy community, and Christy is on top of stuff too. It's so awesome to have people that I can trust, that if I can't be in there, that they can take care of it. Because like, I get so busy sometimes that I just can't be in there that much. I get so many video ideas in my head, and then companies want to work with me, and so I just get so off kilter sometimes. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm an idiot. Like, I can't even. Like, I forgot. Like, I was driving past the county, and it's empty, and I forgot that they don't work on Fridays anymore. Alright, I am almost to work, so I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. I love you. Hi guys. So I'm getting ready to go officiate my first wedding. Roger should be here to pick me up anytime. And I'm super nervous, but I'm ready. I think my hair and my makeup looks good. I'm wearing hearts in my ears. Speaking of the devil. Are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be out in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You see how that works? So, wish me luck, and I will talk to you guys later. I probably won't vlog at the wedding because it's not my wedding, so. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Hi guys! Alright, so it's after work on Monday. It's the 20th of August. I'm gonna go home and hopefully stream tonight. We will see. I've got a couple videos I need to shoot too. I have to edit my Candid Candy for tomorrow. It's so smoky here right now. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys can actually see the haze. It's crazy smoky down here. We've been getting smoke down from Canada and up from California. And then we had 2 or 3 fires in town last week. So, it's not good. Something I wanted to talk about this afternoon. I usually talk in the morning. I was watching a Peter Mon video, and he was talking about basically cherishing your friends. And, you know, I don't know if you're like me, but I have a lot of acquaintances, but the people that I let into my inner circle are very important to me. And kind of with my family, if you're a friend and I start bringing you around, you become family. And that's just how we work. My sister's husband, his best friend Jamie, who we all went to high school with, or most of us, she's like family now. My friend Brenda, we call her our sister. The people that we care about most become family. And he was talking about thanking your friends and thanking them for being part of your life. And I do this a lot. And I feel like sometimes it makes my friends uncomfortable. But I'm one of those people that I have to get that out. And in fact, just this morning, before I even watched that video, I sent a message to my friend Will, and I was like, "You're amazing, you're so smart, and you're a great friend. Thank you for being in my life. Have a great week." And that's just, it's something that I do quite a bit, especially with him, my friend Brittany, and my friend Lou. I tell Lou all the time how thankful I am that he came into my life. And now I'm becoming friends with his girlfriend, and it's like super awesome. Like, I'm making so many friends, and it's so great. Okay, you're either gonna slow down or speed up. That's your only option. All right. Anyway. So, I want to challenge you guys to do that. You know, once a week, choose one of your friends to just be like, "Hey, Susan, you know, we haven't talked for a little while, but I just want to say hey, and I'm so glad that you're part of my life." And I tell you guys a lot that I'm so happy that you're part of my life, and there's so many of you that I've become friends with that I talk to weekly, some of you daily. We send Snapchats back and forth, or, you know, we talk on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, or we, you know, tweet back and forth. And you guys have become such an important part of my life. And I'm thankful for all of you, every single one of you, every 31,600 of you, or however many there is now. I think that was the last time I checked. But you guys have all had some sort of impact on my life. Like I said, you guys touch my heart and my life, and I appreciate you. And I want to tell you, you guys mean so much to me. So, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. Hopefully I will put this out on Wednesday or Thursday, because currently I don't have a Wednesday video. So, whoops. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.